Previously on The Legend of the Northern Blade, our hero shattered the Dark Citadel, survived impossible trials, the system collapsed, the enemy unleashed a cataclysmic army, the world trembles, and now the story continues.
Ham Tae-young clenches his jaw, pain blazing behind his teeth. He storms toward the elder monk, demanding that the ruined meal that shattered his tooth be owned. The elder scoffs, hurling petty wretch at him and accusing Ham of whining. Pride ignites. Ham's voice erupts, louder than the chanting monks, a challenge that rattles the stone walls. What began as a simple complaint now spirals into a personal vendetta, each word a blade. Echoes ricochet, stirring ancient grudges that have long slept beneath the monastery's calm.
A lone figure steps forward, proclaiming himself a bodyguard, eyes locked on the sect's leaders. He seeks acknowledgement, hoping the White Dragon merchant troop's name will shield him. Master Take, skeptical, interrogates the bond, demanding proof of loyalty. Seol Gong, still smoothing the crisis, pleads for a sliver of grace, while Ham, still seething, challenges the bodyguard to prove his worth in a desperate plea. The bodyguard's arrival forces everyone to confront hidden alliances, monks feeling unseen contracts tighten around them. The cost? A new player enters the arena, sharpening old grudges.
A bodyguard from the White Dragon merchant troop.
Would you please bestow your grace?
And just this once.
Ham Tae-young turns his fury toward the ascetic, eyes narrowed, voice a cold blade. He demands the ascetic embody pure perfection, purging every worldly desire. The ascetic's lingering doubts and hidden cravings block that ideal. Ham's words strike like thunder. An ascetic must cleanse himself, become flawless. He snarls, accusing the ascetic of failing even the simplest task, branding him a disgrace to all who came before. The ascetic recoils, shame flooding his veins, monks murmuring, fearing the fallout of such a public shaming. An ascetic's duty is to purge worldly desires, become pure. You fail at basic duty, disgrace to all ascetics. The ascetic's resolve shatters. Who will rise to fill the void he leaves? Ham Tae-young charges forward, blade blazing, and the boy slams his fingers against the sword's edge, halting the strike and igniting a roar of disbelief throughout the monastery. The boy teeters between martyrdom and mastery, his pride clashing with the threat of a lost arm, while Ham's fury cracks, exposing his fragile authority and the senior sister's desperate plea for peace. The ascetic's hidden cravings flare as his doubts deepen, leaving the monk's resolve shattered and the boy's next move poised to either shatter the monastery's legacy or ignite an unforgiving war.
Welcome to the slaughter. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari.
You wretch! Shut your mouth! I seize the moment, pulling the girl and her father toward safety, heart pounding as Mun Young's urgent command echoes. Mun Young, take that girl and her father out of here, hurry. I sprint forward, heart pounding, clutching the trembling child as chaos erupts. I watch the junior stumble, his voice trembling. Huh? Okay, senior brother. I grit my teeth, feeling the surge of hidden techniques as the ancient seals awaken. Every breath a battle cry against the encroaching darkness. My heart pounds as the ancient scrolls whisper, urging me to awaken the hidden blade within. The weight of my father's legacy presses down, yet resolve burns brighter than any darkness. I stand amid the ruins, my blood pulsing with hidden techniques, feeling destiny's weight as the faint echo of my father's legacy awakens within me. The weight of my father's legacy presses on me as I uncover the hidden scrolls, each line a promise of power, and a reminder that I am the sect's last hope. My heart pounds as I clutch the ancient scroll, the weight of my father's legacy pressing down, urging me to awaken the northern heavenly sect's forgotten power now within me. The ancient scroll whispers, urging me to claim the forgotten techniques. Every heartbeat echoes the sect's fallen glory, and I vow to resurrect its power. I stare at the lone, flickering lantern, feeling the weight of my father's forgotten legacy pressing against my chest, urging me onward despite the encroaching darkness. I feel the wind shift as a cloaked figure steps into the moonlit clearing, her eyes burning with questions I cannot yet answer, and my heart drums with unease. I stare at the lone blossom, its petals whispering hope amid the ruins of the northern heavenly sect. I stare at the looming threat, feeling my father's legacy surge through my veins, ready to defy fate and protect the shattered remnants of the northern heavenly sect. You dare. Oslo attacks ascetics. The anguished Arf erupts, and I tighten my fists, letting hidden techniques flare within me, ready to strike. I feel the weight of my father's legacy crush my chest, yet the hidden scrolls whisper power. I'll carve my destiny from these shattered ruins. I stare at the faded scroll, feeling the weight of my father's legacy. Each hidden technique whispers promise of power. My destiny forged in silence, awaiting the mysterious girl's arrival. The sky darkens as the Iron Brigade's banners loom, and I feel the weight of a legacy I never chose. Ah, freaking what a fine mess we're in. You wretch. The words sear my throat as I brace, fury igniting. No longer a child, I will carve my destiny from their betrayal. I stare at the defiant voice. Urge, you dare injure the ascetics of the Gong Monastery. They dare threaten us? I won't let fear shatter the legacy my father left behind. I stare at the scroll, heart racing. No one else dares to touch the legacy, but I must. Senior brother Muhei, I rush forward, heart pounding, determined to prove my resolve amid the crumbling sect. I freeze as senior brother Muhei calls out, I heard that you were here. How have you been? The hidden scrolls whisper their forgotten power, and I feel the weight of my father's legacy pressing against my chest, urging me to awaken the Northern Blade. Because of you, the relationship between the Gong Monastery and the White Dragon merchant troupe have deteriorated. I hear the accusation. Why did you attack the Gong Monastery? My heart pounds, guilt gnawing. I stare at the accusing eyes, realizing the Gong Monastery's secret alliance with the White Dragon merchants. My rash attack has shattered more than I imagined. What were you thinking, severely injuring them? Mark my words. Lail Gideon back for today. You should have already been thankful that they bark. I steel myself, questioning their audacity while scanning the wounded bodies, knowing I must uncover the truth. I watch the boy, barely a youth, yet already shielding the White Dragon merchants. My duty compels me to protect him, just as he risked his arm to save the tavern girl. Just because the Gong Monastery is revered doesn't excuse their deeds. I know Lady Yoon is their disciple. I'm not a monk's disciple. I lead the White Dragon merchant troupe. My duty is clear. Heed my people's counsel before I decide our path. I swallow the weight of leadership, realizing I'm no monk but the White Sect's commander. I see. I see. Huh? What do you mean? I stare at the shattered walls, feeling the weight of a sect that cannot endure forever. Although the great Gong Monastery holds a strong foundation, I watch my comrades shoulder the blame, feeling the weight of their sacrifice as night falls. I vow to protect them, even if we must endure this cold wilderness. I'm sorry, senior brother. Because of me, I watch a world that's forgotten compassion, where the powerful strip the weak of hope, leaving no place to cry or plead. In a world as cruel as this, if the people who have learned martial arts also start to abuse their power, then what's the point in being a martial artist? This man, he's dangerous. No, he's extremely dangerous. His beliefs, great. My heart races, realizing the true threat looms over the entire Murim world. The entire world of Murim. A single person cannot change the whole world. It's not forgiving nor easy, yet I will carve my path.
They walked right into his hands. Subscribe to Manwa with Harry to see the trap close.
The sky ignited, blood roared for vengeance. He left a trail of ruin, yet rescued 2 souls from Mu-Rim's frozen grip. The junior disciple fell to his knees, shame blazing in his eyes, pleading for the elder's trust. He craves forgiveness, a chance to shield the sect. His reckless haste, the very sin that cost lives, now shackles him. He hurls an apology, voice shaking, confessing every flaw. The elder brother's stare turns steel, warning that ignoring limits spawns catastrophe. The disciple feels the crushing weight of his error, knowing humility must become his armor. Tension spikes as the rebuke foreshadows harsher trials ahead.
I'm sorry, senior brother, this is all my fault.
A sudden clang shattered the training silence as the Iron Brigade's vice leader barged in, cradling a steaming basket of food. His simple goal, deliver supplies, yet his eyes scanned the workshop, hunting hidden secrets. The disciple concealed the snowflower beneath his sleeve, the blade's cold pulse thudding against his ribs. The vice leader offered, "Take a break, eat." The disciple forced a smile, tucking the cursed sword deeper, feeling its icy sting. The leader's gaze lingered, suspicion flickering before he turned away. A fragile truce now hovered, each aware that a single misstep could spark a hidden war between the Iron Brigade and the Gong Dong monks.
The senior brother of the Gong Dong monastery clenched his fists, trembling with fury. He wanted the intruder eliminated before the sect's honor crumbled. The intruder's strange martial arts, hidden behind the cursed blade, blocked the senior's plan, promising a dangerous opponent. Allies whispered deceit, urging immediate subjugation. He raised his voice, demanding the disciple listen, labeling the intruder a crafty wretch. He pushed for swift kill, believing it the only salvation. His fervor blinded him, and his rally ignited a fierce internal conflict, threatening to tear the monastery apart.
Listen, eldest brother. He's a crafty wretch. He uses strange martial arts and deceives us.
The disciple, heart hammering, clutched the throbbing snowflower blade and surged toward the Southern Sea Tavern, obeying his senior brother's command to confront the enigmatic Jin Mu, whose cursed weapon loomed as a threat to the sect's very soul. The disciple felt his resolve fracture, fearing the blade would devour his will, while his brother's raging fury threatened exile if he faltered. His honor and the sect's survival hanging on a razor's edge. Jin Mu lifted the snowflower, unleashing the lethal mentor technique. The senior brother's roar thundered, leaving the disciple poised on the brink of a battle that could shatter everything.
The UI is hiding something massive. Subscribe to Manwa with Harry, and we'll figure it out.
Jin Mu-won rips open his father's sealed scrolls, and the northern sword awakens with a crackle of dormant power. He channels the silent night counterstrike, the blade humming like a storm-born thunderclap. From the shadows, a cloaked girl steps forward, eyes blazing with the southern sword sect's fierce resolve. Together they sprint toward Prince Huang's citadel, vengeance pulsing in every strike. Jin Mu-won uncovers the hidden scrolls, his fingertips igniting the ancient northern techniques. A sudden gust shreds the courtyard as the mysterious girl, Kim Hae-sun, draws her blade, unleashing a wind pressure strike that topples the first-generation monks of Gong Dong. Prince Huang watches, a crooked grin forming as the shadowed blade of the end flickers ominously. He steadies himself, hearing terrified whispers. A lone survivor trembles, refusing to yield. The swordsman lets out a low "I-ho," then lunges, his blade arcing like a lunar crescent across the night sky. The opponent screams, "You!" as the slash tears armor, exposing raw flesh. The crescent blade whistles, carving a luminous scar across the courtyard. The cost: a bloodied warrior and a blade that seems to cut the heavens themselves.
I.O.
The survivor's eyes widen, realizing the battle is far from over. The wounded monk claws at his wound, gasping, "Erg!" while his comrades scramble to intervene. Their goal: finally stop the swordsman. The mysterious swordsman, eyes blazing, unleashes his ultimate technique, cutting through the chaotic fringe and forcing the first-generation monks to confront his true power. A disciple claws at his wound, trembling, desperate to survive, while the swordsman seeks redemption, risking his reputation. Lives hang on a blade that could end their suffering or seal their doom. The swordsman's gaze locks onto the first-generation monks, and a whispered name lingers in the air, promising a hidden lineage that could overturn every alliance as the battlefield erupts into deeper chaos.
The subscribe button is right there. It looks lonely. Click it for Manwa with Harry.
The great gong of Gong Dong shatters, echoing through stone halls as senior brother Mu-hee erupts with thunderous accusations. He points a trembling finger at Ti-yang, branding him a traitor and dragging him into a storm of betrayal. With a bitter confession, Mu-hee admits he ordered the exile of the highest peak disciple, the very soul who once guarded the sect's secrets. Then he thrusts the raw heir, Jin-mu, one of the fallen northern heavenly sect, into a desperate race toward Unnam province, where the three-minded scholar Haj waits, bound by a debt of blood. The sanctuary of Gongdong erupts when senior brother Mu-hee slams his palm onto the altar, smashing the silence. The senior brother bows low, owning his ignorance and pleading for forgiveness, hoping to mend the rift he tore. He seeks redemption, convinced a sincere apology can reset the sect's broken trust. The monk's lingering resentment blocks peace, yet his humility begins to thaw the icy air. He confesses past pride, vows to right his wrongs, and even acknowledges that the youthful prodigy eclipses his cultivated skill, hinting at a natural talent that threatens his legacy. He laments that such brilliance still exists, as if the heavens mock him.
I'm ignorant. I apologize for your suffering, brother. Your words suffice. I'll make this right.
I thought I reached highest rank, but he's a natural.
The senior brother gathers the disciples after grueling training, craving a brief peace before the next march. He longs for a safe night, yet lingering fatigue and looming threats keep them on edge. He orders them to rest at the nearest tavern, assigning each a turn guarding the caravan while the others sleep. The group complies, laying down their weapons, eyes flickering between weariness and vigilance. As night settles, the weight of duty presses on their shoulders and the quiet promises a fragile respite. The cost? Their bodies tire further, and darkness hides unseen eyes watching their camp.
Rest now, guard the carriages, stay alert off duty.
Mu-hee publicly denounces Taeyong, exposing his role in the exile and swearing to purge the corrupt council. Meanwhile, Jin Muon snatches his father's sealed scroll and sprints toward Unnam's mist-shrouded hills, his heart pounding with desperate hope. Mu-hee forfeits his fragile authority, drowning in guilt as his confession shatters the monk's loyalty. At the same time, Jin Muon risks death, clutching a sliver of hope that might finally shatter the sect's cursed legacy. An urgent voice beckons Jin into a hidden alley, where a trembling girl clutches a cursed blade. She promises protection, yet hints at a deadly secret that could annihilate everything he fights to save.
We don't skip the details. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari for the full experience.
But why of all things?
Dia, you know that I won't give up.
The darkness still lingers, but our resolve burns brighter.
You know that I can read the truth in your eyes, exposing the hidden blade you harbor within. I can tell just by looking at your hands. Your smithing work lives in every scar.
It wasn't intentional.
This blade grew dark on its own. The alloy must be cursed. This sword turned malevolent on its own.
Likely the cursed ore. It was a sacred stone of a tribe that was slaughtered.
If anyone else wielded that blade, they'd be in serious trouble. Keep it firmly in your hand at all times.
One slip and you could lose your mind, be consumed by it. I'm already aware of that.
Ujia. Come on in.
Move quickly, the night grows darker and the enemy won't wait.
Judging by the faint red glow, you forged a hematite blade, perfectly balanced, exquisitely tempered. It's a masterpiece, truly a fine sword.
Lord, I'm weaker than ever. Young one, fetch him for me.
Judging by the faint red glow, you must have used hematite. This sword's weight is perfectly balanced.
Oh, all kiddos, top your Gawain and hold him for yourselves. Ho, okay. All kiddos, stop your Gawain and come hold him for yourself. Ha, okay.
Looking at your physique, all right. I can tell your body has the potential to become bigger and stronger with enough training, since I'm born with a physical gift.
See, I'm not dropping it now. Haha, you think you can scare me? Ugh, I'll hold on till the end.
Senior brother, this regimen is draining my physical stamina, yet I will push through until I master the Northern Heavenly techniques. Well, just think of it as part of your training. Endure the pain, keep moving forward.
The stall's brass bell tinkles as the eager buyer haggles.
How much is it? Senior brother. I'll pay. How much is it? Oh, senior brother, I'll pay.
Nah, it's fine. Thanks for coming to this ragged, rundown forge. Nah, it's fine. Thanks for coming to this ragged and rundown forge. With you, I reckon we could spend the whole night drinking and talking about swords. Ho ho! I could chat forever. I know back in my prime, I made a lot of fine blades for famous swordsmen from renowned sects. Ho ho, what was his name again? Oh ho.
Yep, that senior blacksmith said that was the name for this sword. What a nice name. Make sure to train hard.
Huh? What's that over there? Did something happen? I need to see what's causing the disturbance.
Ha. What's that over there? Did something happen?
Excuse me. Coming through. I'm sorry, I'm coming through.
I surge forward, the shattered hall echoing my breath as shadows flicker.
Excuse me, moving through.
Quit staring, you idiots.
Step aside, or you'll regret it.
Please, someone help me.
Quit staring, you lot. Think you can escape? Somebody, help me. Ah, cursed it, shut up. God damn it.
Great families dwell in the province of Sation.
Huh? What are they hiding?
I feel the weight of their secret pressing against the wind.
Why aren't the agents doing anything about this?
I stare at the crumbling citadel, feeling the weight of unanswered pleas.
Why are the agents doing nothing about this?
Wind, ack.
The tension crackles as the hidden storm threatens the sect's fragile peace.
Wind.
Baha! I will protect the sect with every breath, even if darkness returns. My father's legacy fuels my resolve. Huh? What just happened? Something stirs in the shadows, and I can feel the old power awakening. Huh? Something's stirring in the shadows. What did I just hear?
Coup. The heavens tremble as my fury erupts, shattering stone and steel alike before me.
Coup. The blade sings, cleaving darkness. I feel the lingering chill of the silent night echoing behind me.
Looks like he's handling this situation. Let's head back. Senior brother. Did you see that his finger flick snapped that other man's neck?
I'm not even kidding. His head was just dancing around.
Stay sharp, the battle's rhythm won't wait for us. The scent of blossoms heralds your return, master.
Welcome back, leader. The sect awaits your command.
Welcome back, leader. We've been waiting for you.
Leader, what is he saying? This confusion spreads like fire.
Leader? What is he talking about? The whisper of his voice echoes through the ruins, unsettling my resolve. HM? I sense the lingering echo of the fallen leader's words, a mystery shrouding the hidden technique.
Ahahaha. Glad to see you guys again. Hope you all had a safe trip.
Leader of the Iron Brigade, Yongmu Sung. Ahaha. Glad to see you guys again. Hope you all had a safe trip. I am the leader of the Iron Brigade, Yongmu Sung.
That impact was felt through the screen. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari for more.
Ahaha. Really?
That happened to you guys?
Indeed, that impressive.
Good work, Vice Leader.
Kahaha.
Ahahaha. Really? That happened to you guys? Impressive. Good work, Vice Leader. Kahaha.
Ahem, my name is Young Musing. You bet, nice to meet you.
Ahem, my name is Young Musing. It's an honor to finally meet you, and I hope we become allies. I heard that your personality was piss awful. The Vice Leader told me dealing with you was a nightmare. Ha ha.
Great, you're here, our meeting's about to start. Take a seat.
Ahaha, it's good that you're here. We were just about to start the meeting.
The person leading the White Dragon Merchant Troop is Lady Yoon Seoin.
I heard her uncle vanished under mysterious circumstances.
Then she deserves equal say at this council.
Leader Young, you already know the people who accompanied you from the city of Nanju in Gansu province. Let me introduce the others you haven't met yet. Starting with that guy over there. His name is Shredder. I'm not sure about his real name, but as you can tell, he's a freaking psycho.
And last but least, that guy Ji Sun Jail. He's got a terrible personality, so watch your back. Ha ha ha. Did I get everyone? Think about that. Greetings. I go by Jean.
I stand at the ruins of the northern heavenly sect, feeling the weight of destiny whisper through the wind.
Alright. Now that we've finished introductions, let's move forward.
Jean!
I watch as our sect rises, dominating Annam. Yet endless war with the deep blue word sect erupts, while the central heavenly alliance remains idle. I watch the provinces of Unnam and Sation crumble, their people idle while chaos spreads, and I vow to end this stagnation.
The situation is getting worse with each passing day. We must act before the darkness consumes everything.
I sense the merchant's plight. White Dragon Troop suffers, and the province's trade stalls, forcing us to summon the broken fists for aid.
But that's besides the point. This turmoil makes merchants hesitate to enter Annam province, and their economy is completely ruined.
We can't exclude that possibility, but we have no proof yet.
How troublesome indeed, for now.
How troublesome this situation has become. The darkness seeps even into the hearts of those we thought pure.
You guys sure got us some nasty work this time.
How troublesome.
This entire situation as well as my uncle's disappearance. I'm sure all of that can be answered once we arrive at Annam province.
This entire situation, my uncle's disappearance included, will be clarified once we reach Annam province. I'm certain that's the answer.
Make sure you report the final decisions to me. Now that I understand the situation, I'll devise a plan on my end.
Ha ha ha. Good work. Fine, I'll let my vice leaders wrap up the meeting.
That's odd. Why is Leader Young leaving us now?
This is the cue for me to leave. Ah ha ha ha. Leader Young, why are you suddenly leaving us? We're out of options.
Are you planning to stay here? Why don't we go for a walk?
The air crackles with tension as I consider his invitation.
I hope you can be a bit more understanding, not just label him a hard-headed wretch.
Why are you leading me towards a dead end?
Kaha, don't worry about it. It's not like I'm planning to kill you. Why are you leading me towards a dead end? Kahaha, don't worry about it. It's not like I'm planning to kill you.
HM. Is that so?
The silence deepens, and I sense the weight of destiny pressing upon us. I clutch the hidden scrolls, feeling ancient power surge through my veins as shadows loom, urging me to awaken the Northern Blade's true legacy.
Haha, it's unfortunate, but we'll have to save this for another time. There's something even more important we must do right now.
It's unfortunate, but we'll have to postpone that. Something far more pressing demands our attention right now.
The black moonlight cloaks the arena, casting restless shadows that whisper of unseen peril and lingering dread. I feel the black moonlight drape the world, its chill seeping into my bones as I brace for the next trial.
Please come in.
I step forward, heart racing, as the door opens to unknown threats.
Please come in.
What are you waiting for? Let's join.
The door opens, destiny awaits.
What are you waiting for? Let's join.
What is this place? Please wait here for a moment.
This is a branch of the Black Moon. The leader awaits you. This is a Black Moon branch. I just wanted to let you know about this place. You should always keep in mind that places like this exist in the world of Murim. And that's because Purim's world is far larger and more mysterious.
Know this place exists. Remember such sites dwell within Murim.
There's more than meets the eye. Choose your actions wisely.
There's more to this world than meets the eye. I must be careful with how I behave.
Leader Yong's advice. I will make sure to keep that wisdom. I'll make sure to keep that advice, holding on to the wisdom of our ancestors even as shadows gather around us.
I pray you do.
Leader Yong, I'll heed your advice and keep that knowledge safe.
The algorithm is unpredictable, but your subscription is permanent. Lock it in with Manwa with Hari.
The bridge collapsed into behind us, choking the night with ash. A secret cabal slaughters Anam's merchants while Yong feigns ignorance. Jean, chief of the Black Moon branch, storms into the ironclad camp, eyes locked on leader Yong. He seeks to prove his strength and lock an alliance. Yong's distrust, hardened by endless betrayals, blocks the offer. Jean bows, hailing Yong as an incredible individual, and stakes his own name as a guarantee. Yong's shoulders twitch, curiosity edging out suspicion, planting a fragile seed of cooperation. Yet the whisper of unseen assassins gnaws at the edge of this tentative trust.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Leader Yong of the Iron Brigade.
Jean pushes the dialogue, demanding concrete proof that a third party pulls the strings behind the chaos. He fears speculation alone fuels paranoia. Yong, wary of reckless claims, reminds Jean that speculation differs from hard evidence, yet concedes that even a tiny confirmation can turn a vague threat into a real danger. Their exchange sharpens into a duel of information, each word a blade. The price of hesitation becomes lost time, allowing the hidden enemy to tighten its grip on Anam and Sation.
At our meeting earlier, didn't you?
Party might be involved. Simple speculation differs from confirmation.
That small confirmation changes threat into real danger.
I have another matter. Old geezer Nung Wen Young.
Yong fires a harsh lesson at his weary men, urging them to regrow like grass after a fire. Fresh wounds of loss choke their spirits. He throws a metaphor about uprooted grass, then tells them to numb their senses to others' pain, warning that even a tiny threat can shred the brigade's reputation. Jean listens, recalling the blaze of his own justice, and retorts with a quiet fire of his own. The brigade's morale flickers, caught between harsh teaching and lingering doubt.
Uproot grass fully or sprouts return in spring. Numb your senses, small threats damage your people.
My justice burned as bright as yours.
The ironclad resolve cracks, and a new question rises. Yong bursts into the dim tent, eyes blazing, and forces the secretive Black Moon chief Jean to reveal the shadowy hand behind the assassins, exposing a betrayal that could cripple his brigade. His men reel from fresh bloodshed, their spirits choking like uprooted grass. Yet Yong's fierce resolve ignites a flicker of hope that could restore their shattered morale. With the Imperial banner looming over Sation and the assassin's silhouettes vanishing into night, Yong faces an unseen enemy poised to strike before he secures any foothold.
10,000 poisons loom over the realm. The Tang heir stands before the ancient altar, eyes blazing with duty. He must finish the toxin before the central heavenly alliance arrives. The cramped chamber hums, volatile fumes crackle, vials tremble like living things. He forces his voice into the stale air, demanding answers. His nephew stirs the cauldron, the final sign looming. The silence shatters as he yells, "Have you finished your preparations?"
Have you finished your preparations?
One answer will seal their fate, fight back or become prey. The weight of destiny presses on every breath. Tang Jinwoo turns to his granddaughter, the first flower, eyes searching for certainty. Outside, relentless pursuers press forward, eyes glazed, bodies turned into walking weapons. Tang Jinwoo's jaw tightens. Enemy cares only for the weapon they wield. He seeks the commander behind these soulless killers. A horde forms a wall of iron. He spots a distant ridge and decides to climb, each step a gamble against the toxic wind clawing his lungs. He sheds his cloak, letting it flutter as a ragged banner of defiance. The cloak tears away, exposing raw resolve. With every breath, the question deepens. Who fuels this poisonous crusade? The uncle steps into the lingering cloud, chanting a final formula. He aims to turn the poison into a weapon that will shred the enemy once more. Tang Jinwoo rushes to the breach, eyes blazing with fury. He must seal the poison surge, protecting the 10,000 poison bloodline from the Central Heavenly Alliance's betrayal. The raging toxin swirls, seeping through cracks, threatening the province. He slams his palm into the ground, chanting the ancient sealing chant of his ancestors. The earth trembles, forming a shimmering barrier that pushes the mist back toward the altar. The barrier shatters, but the strain cracks his ribs, blood spilling onto the stone. His body weakens, and the seal holds only fleetingly, leaving a crack for the poison to return.
We cannot let them take it.
I'm running.
Who will step into the breach once the seal falters?
The uncle channels the poison into a lethal weapon, releasing a choking mist that engulfs the battlefield. Tang Jianwoo and Mirio scramble for breath amid the toxic haze. Mirio watches her hope shatter as the uncle gives his life. Tang Jianwoo teeters on the brink of death, each losing a chance to safeguard the 10,000 poison legacy. The toxic cloud expands toward the horizon, concealing the Alliance's true mastermind. Survivor's fate hangs as the next wave of poison threatens to drown everything.
By this time next week, the internet will be blowing up over this manhwa. Subscribe to Manwa with Harry and be ready.
I freeze as a hostile voice snarls. Stop right there. Hook, what going in? State your identity. My heart pounds. I'm the lone heir of the Northern Heavenly Sect, hidden in shadows. I hear a frantic plea. We're from the Tang family. My uncle, an esteemed lord, was ambushed and critically injured. Please help us. Then that means they're not your usual wretch. If they were chased all the way over here, then that means those ambushers are nearby. Then that means they're not your usual wretch. If they were chased all the way over here, then those ambushers are nearby. I tighten my grip. The tension builds. I freeze, heart pounding, as a voice cuts through the silence. What are you? The weight of the Northern Heavenly Sect's secret techniques presses on me, and I stare at the shattered altar, knowing I must rise alone, no one else to guide me. I feel the weight of his accusations, but I won't let doubts shatter my resolve as enemies close in. We're already surrounded. You? Muhuan. I freeze, realizing we're already surrounded. He's right. We're already surrounded. Quite a few of them at that too. Muhuan, you took too long to make your... I clenched my fists, anger and urgency burning as the deadline looms. I should have listened when Ju warned me. Trusting him with everything was my biggest mistake, and now the mission teeters on the edge of disaster. It's not like I was any better. I was an idiot, too focused to see we were surrounded. A fight was unavoidable. The Iron Brigade must take the initiative. Then does that mean Jean was already aware of our current predicament? I stare at the ancient scrolls, feeling the weight of his hidden foresight pressing on my shoulders. Manyung, make some for this man. Yes, senior brother. I steady my stance, prepared to shield the carriage that bears our future. Make sure on guard because you'll be protecting this carriage, you can do that, right? Huh? Oh, okay. I steady my stance, eyes scanning the horizon, ready to defend. Also, you're the wretch who took my prey. I grit my teeth, fury blazing, as the remnants of the northern heavenly sect crumble around me. Why don't you hand those poison frogs over? I tighten my grip, the secret techniques humming through my veins. If we were planning to do that, there was no reason for us to bring them into our carriage, correct? I grin, already envisioning the prize slipping into our grasp. Oh ho! Prepare for battle. My heart pounds as the enemy looms. I tighten my grip, feeling the weight of my father's legacy bearing down within me as darkness looms, ready to carve a path through the coming storm. Ha! To our right. Pieces he... Get the freaking out of my face, you Higiv Bagtardsi. I tighten my grip, the hidden techniques igniting within as I confront the betrayer. My heart pounds as the echo of that curse reverberates. Still, I press forward, eyes fixed on the looming silhouette, ready to carve my destiny. I feel the weight of accusation. What did you do with our third young master? My resolve hardens. I stare at the cryptic glyph, feeling its ancient weight, knowing the secret techniques lie hidden within its strokes, urging destiny forward. The weight of my father's legacy presses against my chest. I clutch the hidden scrolls, feeling the dormant power of the northern heavenly sect awaken within me. I stare at the cryptic symbol, etched into the ancient stone, a reminder that destiny counts down, urging me onward. I clutch the tattered scroll, the lone character Fu glimmering, a promise of hope amidst ruin, urging me to forge the northern blade anew. I hear the vice captain's roar, Ak! Erg! There's no one who can match me. Janjaul, the vice captain. I feel the weight of his arrogance, but my resolve burns hotter. No one will crush my legacy. Who? These wretch. My fists clench as betrayal stings. The northern heavenly sect's ashes whisper vengeance. Their mainland. I stare at the distant horizon, feeling the weight of destiny pressing against my shoulders as the world's shattered peace flickers beyond. Cut wasn't deep enough his arm or is thicker than I thought. Dragon scale. I stare at the lingering darkness, feeling the ancient dragon scale pulse beneath my fingertips, each secret technique whispering its promise of vengeance. I stare at the ghostly hollow, its light carving truth from shadows. My father's legacy whispers, urging me onward despite the emptiness surrounding the fallen sect. I stare at the chaotic battlefield, the foes like scattered Lego bricks, mindless, fragile, yet relentless. My resolve hardens. I must carve a path through the storm. I'll need to keep one of these wretch alive so that we can question them later, but they're all just running at us without any regard for their life. It seems they'll need to kill the leader of theirs. I realize I'm just a pawn in a grander scheme, as the voice sneers, "Oh, I'm merely a tool used for killing and capturing people. There's someone else drawing the bigger picture." I stare at the shattered scroll, realizing the Oim is just a pawn. The true mastermind manipulates shadows beyond my grasp. Tell me. I stare at the shadowy figure, heart pounding, desperate to uncover the identity that could change everything. Who is that person? I freeze, eyes narrowing as the figure materializes beyond the shattered gates.
Outsmarting the enemy is better than overpowering them. Subscribe to Manwa with Harry.